Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like if you enjoy it. Your support means a lot to us and helps the channel grow. Thank you so much. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Hourglass of Life. Pause for a moment and ask yourself honestly, how many times this past week have you said, "I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll start working out. Tomorrow, I'll call that old friend. Tomorrow, I'll finally pick up that hobby again. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow." That word wraps around our unfinished business and unspoken feelings like a warm blanket, lulling us into the illusion that there will always be more time. It feels like life is an endless well, one that will keep offering us new days, new chances, and endless tomorrows. But what if I told you those tomorrows might never come? What if I reminded you that the sand in your life's hourglass is falling, grain by grain, and every delayed moment is a chance lost forever? That thought might sound uncomfortable, even scary, but sometimes it's only the awareness of life's limits that finally wakes us up to start living for real, here and now. We live in a time of rapid progress, where average life expectancy keeps climbing. Maybe that's why we subconsciously believe we have more than enough time. So, we make long-term plans, we delay our dreams, we tell ourselves we'll get to them someday, blindly assuming that someday will arrive just as we imagined it. But life isn't predictable. It throws curveballs, sometimes wonderful, sometimes tragic. None of us knows what's waiting around the next corner. Illness, accidents, sudden change. Any one of these can turn our plans upside down in a heartbeat, leaving only regret over what we never got around to. Think about your loved ones. How often do you put off important conversations? How often do you skip the chance just to sit with them, to say, "I love you," to show that you care? Time with them is priceless, and there may come a moment when that time simply runs out. The same goes for your personal dreams. How many times have you told yourself, "Once I have enough money," or "Once the kids are older," or "Once I have more free time, then I'll finally do what I truly love"? But life moves on, and those "once I" moments might never come. With each passing year, the fire behind those dreams fades a little more. Throughout history, the wisest minds have warned us about the fleeting nature of life. Roman philosopher Seneca wrote, "We live as if we were destined to live forever. No one thinks how short life is." These words, written 2,000 years ago, feel just as relevant today. We're buried in daily routines, distracted by minor problems, chasing the illusion that we control the future, all while ignoring the most precious thing we have, the present. This illusion of endless time is dangerous. It tempts us to put life on hold, to skip moments of joy and fulfillment, and in the end, it leaves us with nothing but regret and potential never lived. It's time to shatter the illusion and face the truth. Our time is finite. Every moment we're given is a gift, rare and irreplaceable, and we should use it with intention. So ask yourself right now, what are you putting off for tomorrow? What dream have you hidden in the back of your mind? What important words have you been avoiding? Maybe it's time to stop living like you've got forever ahead of you and start cherishing every breath of the one unrepeatable life you've been given. Chapter 2. The Prisoners of Tomorrow. We live in an age of astonishing technology, a time when our phones can connect us to any corner of the world and every answer seems just a tap away. It's amazing. And yet, along with this progress, we've inherited new traps. Silent, seductive traps that steal our most precious resource, time. One of the most dangerous is what I call the postponed life syndrome. And in this era of endless information and digital distraction, it's taken on a life of its own. Think about it. How many hours a day do you spend scrolling? Not doing anything important, just scrolling. Through social feeds, news updates, videos. Just 5 more minutes, you tell yourself. But 5 minutes becomes 30. 30 becomes 2 hours. And suddenly, your own life starts to fade into the background as you dive deeper into other people's lives, their achievements, their dramas. You become a spectator, watching instead of living. We postpone everything. I'll start learning that language tomorrow. I'll get back to painting next week. I'll reconnect with my family soon, when things calm down. But soon becomes later, and later becomes never. Why? Because tomorrow feels safe. It demands nothing from us today. No discomfort, no failure, no risk. It lets us stay comfortable, just for now. Social media feeds this syndrome like nothing else. It's the perfect breeding ground. The never-ending stream of polished pictures, viral videos, and witty posts makes us feel like we're living life just by watching. We compare ourselves to curated lives, feel the sting of envy, and instead of taking action, we scroll a little more, telling ourselves we'll do something meaningful tomorrow. But here's the hard truth. Those tiny bits of just one more video or quick news check add up. Day after day, they steal massive chunks of our lives, quietly, invisibly. And when we finally look up, we're left with a strange emptiness, a sense that time slipped away, and we don't quite know where it went. Real conversations are replaced with texts. Real emotions become emojis. Deep experiences are reduced to short captions. And in this exchange, something vital is lost. Our own stories, our own moments of meaning and growth. Tomorrow becomes our excuse, our shield. But the wisdom of the past whispers something we've forgotten. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. It sounds simple, almost cliché, but it holds a profound truth. Tomorrow is just an idea, a promise we make to ourselves, knowing full well it might never come. So ask yourself, what are you putting off? A dream you're afraid to chase? A conversation you've been dodging? A challenge you keep pushing aside because it feels too hard? Behind every "I'll do it later" is something deeper: fear, doubt, insecurity. And every time we surrender to those feelings, we hand over a piece of our life. This syndrome, it's more than laziness or procrastination. It's a mindset, a deeply rooted belief that we're waiting for the right time, the perfect version of ourselves. But here's the truth. The right time is now. And the best version of you, that version is born through action, through trying, failing, showing up, day after day. It's time to break free from the trap of tomorrow and the glow of our screens. Look around. Feel the moment you're in. Make that call you've been avoiding. Start that project you keep dreaming about. Say the words you've been holding back. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it. Because life isn't out there, in the future. It's right here, right now. And tomorrow might never come. Chapter 3. Memento Mori. Remember, you must die. These words echo from the depths of history, quiet yet insistent. At first, they may sound grim, unsettling, but look closer. These are not words of despair. They are a reminder of clarity, of urgency, of the rare and fleeting gift we call life. Across centuries and cultures, the idea of mortality has been a powerful teacher. The ancient Romans would whisper memento mori during victory parades, reminding triumphant generals that even in glory, death awaits. Monks in the Middle Ages kept skulls on their desks, not out of morbidity, but to stay grounded in what truly matters. From Stoics to saints, the message has remained the same. Life is short, and because it ends, it matters. The Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, didn't fear death. They embraced its reality as a path to inner freedom. When you fully understand that everything you love, everything you fear, everything you own will one day disappear, you begin to let go. You stop chasing approval. You stop clinging to things that don't nourish your soul. And in that letting go, you find something rare: peace, focus, a life lived on purpose. Imagine someone tells you that you only have 1 year left to live. What would change? What would suddenly seem urgent? Which dreams would you finally chase? Which excuses would vanish overnight? The truth is, most of us would live very differently if we knew how little time we had. But here's the catch. We do know. We just pretend we don't. This is the strange gift of memento mori. It shocks us awake from the fog of daily distractions. It breaks the spell of the postponed life syndrome. When we remember that time is limited, we stop wasting it. We stop scrolling, hesitating, endlessly planning, and start living. Thinking about death isn't meant to fill you with fear. It's meant to fill you with gratitude. Gratitude for today, for this breath, for the chance to try again. When you truly grasp that none of this lasts forever, you begin to live more fully, more intentionally. You start to cut away the noise and focus on what brings you meaning. But how do you bring memento mori into everyday life? It doesn't mean walking around in a cloud of gloom. It's not about death. It's about clarity. It's about spending a few minutes, each day, or even each week, asking yourself, what truly matters to me? What would I regret not doing if my time ran out? What do I want to leave behind? Sometimes, this reflection happens naturally, when we walk through nature and see how everything blooms and fades, or when we remember someone we've lost. These moments can be painful, yes, but they're also healing. They remind us that what we have right now is rare and real and worthy of our full attention. Memento mori is not a call to despair. It's a call to action. If our time is limited, then we don't have the luxury of waiting for someday. Someday is too uncertain. Someday might never come. If your dreams matter to you, start today. If your heart longs for more, act, not later, now. Ask yourself, what have you been putting off? What dream? What conversation? What project? What's holding you back? Fear? Doubt? That old familiar habit of delay? Memento mori whispers the truth. You may not get another chance. In this noisy world, where every moment is filled with distractions and illusions of endless time, memento mori brings us back to the ground, to reality. It reminds us that life is not a show we can pause. It's a one-time experience, a rare and wild miracle that we're living right now. And the sands in your hourglass? They're falling, always, quietly, relentlessly. So live, fully, boldly, while you still can. Chapter 4. Carpe Diem. After reflecting on life's fragility in memento mori, a natural next step is action, an invitation to live each moment with awareness and gratitude. That call comes in the form of carpe diem, seize the day. This phrase, coined by the Roman poet Horace, has echoed through centuries as a reminder to embrace the now, to release the past, and to worry less about a future we may never see. But carpe diem isn't about reckless pleasure or chasing fleeting thrills. It's a deeper awareness. The present moment is all we truly have. The past is gone. The future is uncertain. And life is happening right now. To live by carpe diem means to be fully present. It means noticing the sunlight through the trees, the warmth of a smile, the richness of your morning coffee. It's about showing up for conversations, for challenges, for joy. Even the mundane becomes sacred when we pay attention. Author Dan Millman once wrote, "There are no ordinary moments." He's right. Every breath is unique. Every encounter holds potential. The more present we become, the more beauty we uncover, often in the smallest things. But how do we seize the moment in a world built for distraction? Start with mindfulness. Even a few minutes a day of conscious breathing or quiet reflection can train your mind to stay in the now, to stop chasing what was or fearing what might be. Next, find joy in the simple. Don't wait for vacations or milestones to feel alive. Notice the laughter of a friend, the stillness before sleep, the rhythm of your walk. These are the threads that quietly stitch together a meaningful life. Be present with those you love. When you're with someone, really be there. Put down the phone. Listen like it matters, because it does. Life isn't made of grand gestures, but of shared moments that pass quickly and never return. Don't postpone what lights you up. That dream you've shelved, the words you haven't said. Stop waiting for the right time. It may never come. Start now. Even a small step forward adds energy and meaning to your day. Let go of the past. Release worry about the future. Both steal your attention from the only thing that's real, the present. Accept what was. Prepare for what might be. But live in what is. Carpe diem is not a call to recklessness. It's wisdom wrapped in urgency. Yes, plan your life. Be responsible, but don't forget to live it. The present isn't a waiting room for a better someday. It is your life. Think back to a time when you felt truly alive. What were you doing? Who were you with? What did that moment teach you about presence? Recreate more of that. Often. Because in the end, Carpe diem isn't about escaping time. It's about honoring it. You only get so many todays. Don't waste them on regret or worry. Be here. Breathe it in. Live it out. Like this day is your only one. Because in a way, it is. Chapter 5. The Wisdom of the Ages. Throughout human history, sages, philosophers, poets, and writers have reflected on the fleeting nature of time and the vital importance of living each moment fully. Their words, passed down through the centuries, echo with an urgent plea: stop living as if you have forever, and start cherishing the precious now. In this chapter, we'll listen to these voices of wisdom, timeless messages that can serve as powerful inspiration on the path toward a more mindful and meaningful life. The Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. While you are alive, while it is in your power, be good." These simple yet profound words remind us that our time is limited. There is no sense in postponing kindness or love for some distant tomorrow. The time to act is now, while we still can. The Persian poet Omar Khayyam, in his Rubaiyat, sang of life's transience and urged us to savor every moment. Do not grieve, O mortal, for days that have gone, nor torture your soul with sorrows of dawn. Live this life fully. The past is no more. The future's a dream. Breathe in the now. These verses, rich in wisdom and joy for life, remind us that the past is gone, the future is only a figment of imagination, and real life unfolds in the present moment. American essayist Ralph Waldo Emerson urged bold action in the here and now. Do the thing you fear, and keep on doing it. That is the quickest and surest way to conquer fear. His words are a reminder that fear often holds us back from living fully. We delay important steps, waiting for courage that never comes. But facing our fears in the present unlocks new doors and expands the scope of our lives. Renowned science fiction writer Ray Bradbury shared a thought in his essay, How to Keep and Feed a Muse, that speaks to the beauty of every single day. Each morning think, I am alive, I breathe, I am joyful, because that is a miracle. This simple truth reminds us that the sheer fact of being alive is reason enough to feel grateful. We don't need a special occasion to feel happiness. Joy can be found in every ordinary day. An old Chinese proverb teaches, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. This timeless wisdom applies to all aspects of life. Regret over missed chances in the past should never stop us from acting now. Today is always the best time to begin, whether it's pursuing a dream, repairing a relationship, or making a change. Remaining open to life's possibilities and valuing the moment we're in is essential, because we never truly know what lies around the next bend. Voices of wisdom from both the past and the present speak in unison. Stop waiting for a better time and start appreciating what you have right now. They remind us that time moves forward relentlessly, and every moment wasted is a moment forever lost. These are not just poetic phrases, but calls to action, encouragement to live more consciously, more deeply, and more fully. Listen to these voices. Let their wisdom touch your heart and move you toward change. Stop postponing your life. Begin living today, here and now, infusing each day with meaning, joy, and love. Chapter 6. Those who chose to live fully. Ideas about the importance of living in the present are compelling, But nothing inspires quite like real-life stories of people who dared to stop waiting and start living. In this chapter, we'll meet individuals who defied routine, faced their fears, and embraced the principle of carpe diem with boldness. Imagine an ordinary office worker who suddenly realized he was spending his life on something he didn't love. He'd always dreamed of traveling, but kept putting it off for someday. One day, he quit his job, sold most of his belongings, and set off to see the world. He didn't have a perfect plan, just the courage to choose a life filled with discovery over safe monotony. His story is proof that it's never too late to follow a dream, even if it means letting go of everything familiar. Think of the painter Frida Kahlo. Struck by illness and constant pain, she never allowed her suffering to silence her voice. Instead, she poured it into vivid, soul-stirring art that continues to move millions. Frida lived with fierce passion, created from her depths, and refused to postpone life, even when life was cruel. Her journey reminds us of the strength to find purpose and beauty even in darkness. Or consider a young entrepreneur who faced rejection after rejection and had barely enough to stay afloat, but he didn't give up. He worked relentlessly, believing in his vision, and eventually succeeded. His story reveals the power of perseverance and action. He didn't wait for perfect timing. He acted. He built his future, step by step, in the present. Then there's the story of an elderly woman who had always dreamed of learning to dance. For decades, she found reasons to wait: work, family, doubt. But in her late 70s, she joined a dance class. She didn't care if she looked silly. She just wanted to feel the joy of movement. Her story reminds us it's never too late to begin living the life we once only imagined. These are just a few among countless people who made the conscious choice to live now. They didn't let fear or circumstance keep them stuck. They understood that time is life's most precious currency, and it shouldn't be wasted waiting for the right moment. They didn't find perfect conditions. They created them. They stepped out of their comfort zones, took risks, and discovered a fuller life on the other side. Their message to us is clear: don't wait. Don't postpone your dreams. Life is too short for delay. Let these stories spark something in you. What are you putting off? What step could you take today to move toward your dream? Remember, every major change begins with a single small action taken in the now. Don't wait for permission or perfection. Start, live, be bold, because as these lives show, there is no better time than this moment. Chapter 7. Freedom from Fear. Our reluctance to live fully in the present and our habit of postponing decisions and dreams stem from deep-rooted fear. Fear of the unknown, failure, criticism, and stepping outside our comfort zones. All these invisible chains hold us back from living the life we dream of. Fear is a natural human emotion designed to protect us, but many of our fears today are irrational, based not on real threats, but on negative thoughts and beliefs. We fear what might happen, instead of focusing on what's happening now and what we can control. Fear of the unknown is one of the most common. We find comfort in routine, even if it doesn't bring us joy. The idea of stepping into something new feels daunting because we don't know what awaits us. But as the saying goes, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Often, the best opportunities and experiences lie beyond our comfort zones. Fear of failure paralyzes many. We're afraid of making mistakes, facing defeat, or letting others down. But every failure is a valuable lesson that brings us closer to success. Thomas Edison, before inventing the light bulb, failed many times. Each failure gave him new insights and brought him closer to his goal. Fear of criticism is another reason we postpone living fully. We fear standing out, taking a different path, or doing something others might not approve of. But true freedom comes from living according to your own values and beliefs, regardless of others' opinions. Breaking free from these fears is key to living fully in the present. This doesn't mean becoming fearless or reckless. It means learning to recognize your fears, analyze them, and stop letting them control your decisions. So, how do you overcome your fears? First, acknowledge them. Recognize that you're afraid and name the fear. This is the first step in taking away its power over you. Next, analyze the fear. What's the worst that could happen if the fear comes true? How would you handle it? Often, we find that our fears are much larger in our minds than in reality. Then, take a small step toward the fear. Start with something minor that causes slight discomfort. Gradually expand your comfort zone. Every small step will build your confidence and weaken the hold fear has over you. Focus on the present moment. Fear often arises from thoughts of the future. When fear holds you back, bring your attention to what's happening right now. Focus on your breathing, your senses, and the world around you. Lastly, remember your goals and dreams. Why do you want to overcome this fear? Imagine how your life will change when you live without these limitations. This vision will give you the strength to move forward. Freedom from fear is a gradual process. Be patient with yourself, and don't berate yourself for having fears. Every time you take a step toward fear, you grow stronger and closer to the life you've always wanted. Stop postponing your life for later because of fear. Every moment is a priceless gift. Don't let fear rob you of the chance to experience joy, love, creativity, and fullness in the present. Take that step toward the unknown, and you'll be amazed at the opportunities that will unfold. Chapter 8. Your moment is now. Our journey has come to an end. We've explored the illusion of endless time, the trap of the someday syndrome, and the wisdom of those who urged us to cherish the present. We've embraced the power of memento mori and the inspiring call of carpe diem. We've heard the voices of great thinkers and the stories of those who dared to live fully. We've understood the psychological roots of our fears and outlined paths to freedom from them. Now, it's time for the most important part: action. All the knowledge and reflections will remain just beautiful words if we don't take the first step toward change right now. The only moment we truly have is the present. Tomorrow is just a promise we make to ourselves, with no guarantee that it will come or that it will be what we imagine. Think about your life. Are you satisfied with how you're spending your days? Are you fulfilling your potential? Are you following your dreams? If you answered no to any of these questions, it's time to stop postponing your life. Recall the moments when you felt truly alive, completely immersed in the present. These were the times when you were doing something you loved, connecting with loved ones, feeling intense emotions, or overcoming challenges. It's these moments that give our lives meaning and make them valuable. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Don't wait for more time, more money, or better opportunities. Start with what you have, where you are. Even a small step toward your dream today is better than waiting for a better tomorrow. Make that postponed call. Start that long-awaited project. Say those important words. Spend time with those you love. Do what brings you joy. Don't postpone your life. Remember, time slips away relentlessly. Every day lived without meaning, and awareness is a lost opportunity. Don't let your life pass by like a blank page in a book. Fill it with your own stories, experiences, and achievements. Free yourself from the fear of failure and criticism. Allow yourself to be imperfect. Remember, everyone who has achieved something significant faced struggles and made mistakes. Failure is not the end of the road, but a valuable lesson along the way. Stop comparing your life to the lives of others on social media. What you see online is just a curated version of reality. Focus on your own life, your goals, and your happiness. Start living today. Take that first step. Let it be small, but let it move you toward the life you dream of. Don't put your life off for later. Your moment is now. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Your support truly helps us grow. We appreciate it so much.